Hi there, the Lord Frick Arena is back, and today I would like to briefly talk about a recent controversial topic, the supposed ending of Shadowlands, which WoW had data mined last week. For all who want a TLDR, I believe that data mined text has been put by Blizzard to distract us. Let us take a look at the actual voice line. The jailer, he who tormented so many, who long ago set in motion the plague of undead on our world, has finally been destroyed. This must be noted. Even the author of this article on Warhead stated the following. From this line, it seems clear that we destroyed the jailer, though it's unclear exactly how at this moment. It's always possible that this voice line is no longer in use and the story is taking a different direction. Now, from this line, you can clearly assume that we defeated Zoval, the godlike being who has never known defeat, according to Blizzard. You know, as the Avengers of Warcraft universe, we never knew defeat. Or we have actually died two times before during the Lich King fight and the Argus fight. But there was always a force that saved our asses. In my opinion, as the actual author stated, this voice line is subject to change, and I have my reasons to believe it. First, this kind of supposed data mines for the ending of the current expansion have been found in the game files before. Take the Legion ending as an example. I will put the data mined ending from July 8, 2070 in the description. Long story short, while what we actually saw at the Legion ending cinematic was true to that data mine, most of the voice lines we read were either changed or even removed. When we get into the Shadowlands expansion, the ending of the patches, at least so far, have been kept hidden perfectly. We didn't know if Sire Denatrius would die, somehow survive, or even if we managed to defeat him until the actual release of Trade, Calcinatria itself. Only then we found that he wasn't actually dead, as Denatrius himself stated, he is eternal. Then comes to the ending of Sanctum of Domination. The culmination of the story of Sylvanas, Zoval, and their grand plan to take Zoval's sigil back. After we have found out Sylvanas and Zoval managed to take the fight into the Arbiter herself when the Sylvanas boss fight opened for testing, we had our speculations. For example, I was sure that Zoval would win and take back what was his. The sigil of the Arbiter, as I actually had a speculation post about Zoval being the actual Arbiter of the Shadowlands back in December 2020. The link will be in the description. Getting back into the actual topic, Blizzard did not let the ending of Sanctum of Domination or the last quest chain of the patch, what lies ahead, to be data mined at all. So, if they want to keep something as a secret, they do keep it as a secret. All they need to do is to encrypt the cinematics, the dialogues, etc. The recent Sylvanas cinematic, for example, was not data mined. As Terran Gregory himself explained, they decided to put the actual cinematic into PTR. This, of course, was a controversial move as well. But in my opinion, if they gave us that wonderful cinematic about Sylvanas beforehand, that can only mean they have much more to show us when patch goes live. I expect an opening cinematic for the patch, a cinematic during the quest line, for example explaining how and why Zoval was banished. We will talk about this topic later in detail, and a legion-sized or Legion-styled ending cinematic for the sepulcher of the first one's raid. Think about it like this. Steve Denizer himself has stated that Eternity's end will be a culmination of threats pulled back in Warcraft 3. Do you really think they would let it be revealed with a single voice line? Remember, Bolvar's words are the only hint we have in our hands now, and in my opinion, they are subject to change. So, this was a quick explanation why I do not think Shadowlands would end as that datamined single sentence has led you to believe. Please let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will see you in the next one soon.